The finals just got some brand new tech discovered. We also have to go over the potential esports scene that's finally picking up, some of the new requests from fans that have been recently circulating the subreddit. We also got some further developer updates on some of the server situations, as well as an overall update with the Easter Bunny event and the Easter Bunny outfits, and a whole bunch more. What's up world, it's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Okay, so first up, let's jump into the updates with the Easter egg event as well as the Easter egg outfits. So currently with the event, we did have the new Easter egg or Easter Bunny outfit. Now it's supposed to be a long awaited skin since the original trailer. We also had some weird stuff happen with the skin being a DLC and not in the actual store. Now there could be a variety of reasons for this. Some have said that it was easier to take on and off. However, I feel like from their own store that would have applied there. My mini theory is that they want to be pushed higher on the purchase section, as the finals didn't really have any DLC or any purchase options as it is a free-to-play game. So on a lot of these store algorithms, Microsoft, Sony store, as well as Steam, seems like they wanted to push there as they don't really have any options to purchase anything outside of the game. Any way to get the word out about this game I do think is a good idea. So whether or not it's for an algorithm push or they just wanted to have multiple ways to purchase this, I do think it is the right choice there to have those multiple avenues and purchasing this item, or at least purchasing this bundle pack that again now is actually in the store. So you don't have to buy it from any DLC page or any of the DLC store pages within those platforms. You can actually purchase this through the store page. And again, that does include that 2400 Balti bucks as well. So it doesn't matter whether you purchase within the in-game store or on your respective platforms through their DLC pages. Either way, it works through all avenues, so you will receive that no matter what. And if anything, if you want to help the algorithm and help the push, more than likely you should purchase on the DLC page, because I do assume that's what it's for, to mainly get the game and push it out on those purchase page algorithms, as well as kind of moving it up on those specific charts. And we do have a slight update with that Easter egg suit as well as the Easter egg event. Now someone over in the Discord did ask when that Easter egg suit is going to go away. Oscar from Embark replied here saying, I can get a confirmation next week, but I think it goes away after Easter. Now seemingly I don't think he means right after Easter, although it could be. However, if he's saying he needs a confirmation next week, I assume it's still going to be there next week. So maybe he does mean Easter week there. Again, I assume that means the entirety of next week. However, with this, never know, it might disappear after today. We also did have an update on the server situation, as well as people reporting bugs for long queue times. So over in the report section, we did have someone complain about the queue times in OCE and Asia. I've also had a lot of comments on my previous videos talking about this issue as well. We had a small update here from Oscar, who said I can check the numbers on Tuesday, but I do think this is just a player count issue, unfortunately, especially on console in Asia and OCE. So yeah, maybe there is a player count issue there. It does seem like the longer queue times, there is a player count issue. Again, I will say for NA, the queues are typically pretty fast. However, I have seen some complaints about ranked mode in the higher tiers. However, even in Apex, there's longer queues for those higher tiers. So with that, it's not exactly specific to the finals there. It's just if you're in a higher elo, you're going to have a longer queue time. And obviously, especially when you get to the highest rank, you're definitely going to see long queue times. Really doesn't matter on the player count there, as it's all down to the player count within those categories. And when you get higher and higher and higher, those percentages really do drop with how many players are actually in those specific ranks. However, I could see how that would be an issue overall. Regardless, applying this here, it does look like he'll be back on Tuesday to confirm when the Easter egg bunny suit does go away, as well as these player count issues and player count numbers over in those other regions. Again, hopefully with more marketing and with more seasons, we'll see the player count continue to rise. I do think they'll continue to have more push throughout the season, as well as when we get new updates, but we'll have to wait and see on all of that there. Now, we do have that new movement tech that just dropped that has to deal with the goo gun, or goo in general. Now, as far as I can tell, this was discovered by Stained. This is both confirmed on the Reddit as well as Twitter. If there is somebody else that discovered this or found this movement tech, please do let me know. However, I'll showcase my own footage here that you can see, and you do want to kind of get the goo on that corner piece. If you don't, you won't actually be able to do the movement technique. I'm also going to link down below to some videos that actually show you how to further do this goo tech, or how to do it properly. I'll also include Stained's thread as well as a few others that have been posted since then, so be sure to check those videos out. That's why I didn't cover it too much here. Again, overall, some still really cool tech that exists within this game. We'll have to see what Embark's stance on this. They have nerfed certain movement tech things before, but maybe they'll allow this one to stay, which could ultimately become pretty meta, so we'll have to see how much it actually influences that. Next up, we do have some really cool things happening in the esports side of things. So first up here, I have covered this guy's Twitch before, which is Kachi Rivals. This guy does host some of the esport final stuff that's happening, including scrims and tournament stuff. I know he's probably really hyped with the private match stuff that came out with this new update. And with that, it does seem like they're going full force here with Season 2. They are doing some esports stuff. I'm going to include everything in this thread down below and even a link to his Discord as well as his Twitch. He's hosted Valorant-style tournaments before, and so they want to do ones for the finals. I think it's really cool, and if it brings more people to this game, it definitely will help. We also do have an organization here called Breakout Esports. Looks like these guys also want to bring some esports stuff to the finals, and they're calling this Year 1 Master Series, which will be a year-long tournament series where top contestants and rising stars can compete to earn titles in the best of the world. Again, I'll include links to this thread as well as everything down below, their Discord, Twitch, and YouTube, as well as even their website that these guys have as well. So really cool, some multiple organizations here, some really cool scrim setups and things happening on the esports side of things. I definitely do think private lobbies was a huge decision there and a great choice by Embark, so I'm glad they're bringing that along, and they are supporting that fully, it seems like, and bringing even more features to it. Again, I can't really see this hurting the game overall, adding that esports section, and it's nothing official like Overwatch push or anything like that, so this does feel a lot more natural as it's not coming from the developers specifically. They're just giving the players and the community the tools to do so, and it also doesn't seem like they're balancing anything around the esports scene as of yet. So all in all, I see this as a big win for the finals and really good for down the line. Now, I did cover this in my outfits video, however you might have not seen that if you're not into that type of thing. However, we've had a ton of more posts on this pop up, and this highly upvoted one here that says slots please Embark. Seems like a lot of people really do need more slots now that the game is getting a ton more outfits, and I do think hopefully with Season 3 or another season this will come along, if not sometime sooner, and hopefully sooner as you see this being requested more and more. But Embark is so good at listening, I'm sure they'll get onto it eventually. As we've had other posts here, people also talking about the drip in this game and what it also entails, and we already have a ton of different styles already within the game, even though we've only had 2 seasons. So it just goes to show there's so much variety there with all the different outfits and the things that you can customize. So yeah, I definitely could see people wanting a lot more slots there, so hopefully they will get that. I wanted to show off some late minute mentionables here, as there's some really cool stuff and some really cool things happening outside of the finals. One of them here is a post from somebody who talked about their mom painting them high tops for close to 10 years. And they actually made a really cool shoe here for the finals overall. I do think this one is super cool, and you could tell there was a lot of talent and a lot of effort put into this one. So shout out to this guy's mom. She made some really cool shoes for her son. It's also really cool just seeing some of the artistic work around this game that's happening as well, just outside of the game and even inside. Last up here, we did have another post showing off just how good this game's support is. And yeah, the team has been so responsive on both Discord as well as just everywhere else in general. They're super receptive with player feedback. We saw that with them removing Banquet mode, but then bringing it back after community support and community love for it. Also, if there's any bug problems or any support issues you have, you can make a ticket online, which I heard is decently responsive, as well as even in the Discord. Now, I definitely don't recommend doing this as the devs do need time to themselves, but this person DM'd the literal CCO of Embark Studios on their vacation, and the man still responded to him, so that's some super passion right there. Again, please don't do this. Go to the official channels and leave these devs mainly alone, especially when they're on vacation. But it's still really cool to see the passion they have for this game and the community overall. However, that should about cover for today's video. If you like it, and subscribe. And until the next one. Deuces.